this card box too. That's what I have an EcoTank. I hear y'all was confusing at the beginning. It's the setting on the Cricut that makes the difference. Yeah, and the thing of it is Indiana, I don't know how to set it up. I don't know how to do that. So I'll have to figure that out someday. Okay, if I want to use my printer as a regular printer too, I don't
Okay,
know.
so if I want to use my printer as a regular printer too, then don't use sublimation.
Don't use sublimation ink.
Hey, Bayou.
Ink.
Y'all talking about them there printers?
Um,
Yes.
by you, I would say this. Everybody that I know who does sublimation has a printer dedicated for that, a separate printer for that. And if I were to do it, I would get another printer for it because, like I said, for regular printing, I have a laser printer, and Kiss cuts through the printable layer but leaves the liner intact, allowing multiple stickers to stay on the sheet. You can also add a die cut edge to create an easy peel board. Okay, die cut, Kiss cut. Okay, I need to write that down so I can look it up and see what it says. Um, yeah, you'll need a separate printer for sublimation. Okay, I do have a printer, but I don't know if it could be used for sublimation. Um, but yeah, we were going through so many printer cartridges on my old inkjet printer. It got to a point that it was like it was cheaper to buy a new printer than to buy cartridges because cartridges were so expensive. And it's like, we'll just go get a new printer because the price of printers was going down, but the price of cartridges were going up.
But then you
And
don't even
but
know
I
what
don't.
packages are for when you get them because you can't see inside of them. You
That's
can't,
true. And
that's
I
my
didn't.
problem.
I I don't like the idea of throwing away printers every year or two.
Mm.
Um, I just don't like the idea of creating that much garbage. So I bought a laser printer, a color laser printer. It's a little bit more expensive, but I've been using this printer for, well, I bought it before I retired, and
Mm.
my kids have graduated. I put two cartridges in it in the last, what, 4 years. One black cartridge and one magenta cartridge, and I haven't used replaced the other two cartridges um, yet.
Okay, ladies, gotta head to bed. Have a great night and great rest of your week. You too, Indiana.
And I bought a high
Thank
volume black cartridge
you
because we
for
do more black and white printing on that, and so it got both my kids through school, um, and high school, and a couple of years of college when they were at home and they were doing, you know, they were here and they were using it. So, and we didn't have to replace the printer not once during that period of time. So, good night, Indiana edition. I've had my printer for 6 years and it's still working fine. Yeah, yeah. Laser is more sustainable. No, and Jones Truth, my printer that I had before that still works, but the cartridges for that printer cost more than a new printer costs. If I need a color and a black and white cartridge, a color and a black cartridge for that printer that I have in there that still works fine, it's gonna cost me over $150. I can buy a printer for $99 every day, and the printer comes with cartridges. So it just didn't make sense to me to be spending that much money on cartridges. And those cartridges don't last that long. I bought a new printer on Black Friday because it was cheap, but I also have one I've had for years. Yeah, you can buy them cheap. You can buy printers cheap, but the cartridges for it ain't cheap.
Well, that's how
True.
they
A
get
new
because
one
they
was
know
cheaper
what they're
than buying
doing.
a cartridge. Yep.
They know what they're doing.
Oh yeah,
Right.
they do.
Right.
And,
Right.
I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm not a, I'm I- I'm not bashing the company, but I'm gonna say it. HP printer cartridges have a use by date. They have an expiration date. Those cartridges are designed so that the ink in them doesn't won't come out
Hey,
after a certain
Juanita
period
White.
by a certain period of times. So, and I didn't know that until I had a large capacity printer. We had a large capacity printer that prints on 36 inches wide rolls of paper. It's a huge, it prints like map size things. And we were putting in the printer, and it comes with printers with cartridges. We are putting in cartridges, and we had bought extra cartridges for the printer because we printed a lot. And we put in a cartridge, and it's like it's got an expiration date on it. And I'm like, why does it have expiration date on it? And they're like, shake up the cartridge and do this and clean the cartridge heads and all of that stuff. Those cartridges were hundreds of dollars a piece. And it's like, what? What's going on? Yeah, expiration date on the ink cartridges. I packed them all up and sent them back to them. You
I
hear
know
me?
that's right.
It's
It's
like,
cheaper for me to go to Office Depot and get some copies done. A lot
it
cheaper.
is.
Because they've got ridiculous with they got the hook on doing the making your copies at home, and then they do this thing with the ink cartridge, where
Yeah.
you can't see what's in it, and after you use it 2 or 3 times, you got to buy another one. And if you're out of this color, even if you're doing black and white, if you're out of majestic or magenta, whomever it is, it won't work because you got to go buy that. By the time you buy that, the other one's out. It's a gimmick. They got you. At least they think they have you. Well, bear, just go to Office Depot and get some copies made. I
Yeah.
said, I don't want to do colored copies. I just want to do black and white. Why do I need blue and yellow and red and all these other colors just to do black and white? And see, it shouldn't be that way. It should be way as you should be able to put some black ink in there and let it run. But they get you over a barrel, they get you hooked on it, and then they start doing this dumb stuff. And they make the cartridges where you can't see on the inside of it. But if you bring it back, you get a $5 deposit off. Right. Uh-huh.
Hey, Juanita
Mine is,
White.
mine is sitting in there right now, practically brand new. It won't do what is it? It will not do a fax thing. Now I don't even use it to make copies because I'm spending so much money to make a copy. It's cheaper to go up the road and pay $1 for a couple of pages, to be copied. And this is my second printer. I'm not buying another one. I refuse. You
I use my printer mostly as a copier. I don't use it as a printer very often at all. Mostly I just use it as a copier. But yeah, but it does print and it does copy and it does all the things and scans and all the things.
but when you say you use it as a copier and not a printer,
I
you
don't print from like I'm not
you're
printing from my phone or
okay,
from my computer.
okay.
I may have something like if I need to send something. If my son gets a piece of mail here, I'll take the mail, I'll make a copy of it and I'll send him a copy of it.
So you're not using the internet, in other words, to make the copy. You're just copying it from a straight original sheet of paper, putting it
No,
in
I mean
something.
it's just a copier. You put the thing on the glass, you push copy, it makes a
Right,
copy.
right.
Yeah.
You're not sending
Um
something to it to make it do a copy.
yeah, I'm not sending it. It's not going well, yeah.
Okay.
Mine is
Yeah.
wired and it's both wired and unwired. So I can it's wireless, so I can send it through the internet to the printer. I can print, but I can also hook it up into Like I can print from a thumb drive.
Yeah.
I can
Mine will
put a
do
thumb
that
drive
too.
in.
Mine, if I
Yeah,
put some ink in it, it'll do all that. Now
yeah.
it won't do a fax, but something's going. When they came and did something to my phone, they met AT&T messed up my fax machine. The fax machine, and fought with them about it. Till I was like, just forget it. So it'll print and it'll make copies. I can send a
You
big
have
out.
you have voice over IP for your phone.
I don't know
It
what
should
that is.
fax.
I don't know. I don't know if I have it. I
Yeah,
never used it. You know.
yeah.
I just don't fax. I haven't faxed in a long time because it just doesn't work. I get so frustrated with trying to just even put ink in there for it to do anything because I'm always at Office Depot buying ink, and that has gone up. The way that they sell it has gone up. It's just crazy. So I just try not to be in a situation where as I have to make copies. If I do, like I say, I go somewhere and have it made.
Hey, Bridget.
Hey, Bridget.
Laser printer, you can add heated metal foil to prints to make metallic stickers and things when you put it through a laminator. Okay, I don't know how to do that. Hey, little
Hey,
Lego.
little Lego yarn dude. How you doing?
Felicia, what were you cooking on the you did a video on cooking? You did or something. What were you doing? What were you cooking?
Yesterday or today?
I can't remember when I saw it. I think
When
it
I
was
came on the live today, I was cooking just some eggs, which I'm still eating because I cooked a bunch of eggs. It's an hour later, and I'm still eating these same eggs that I
Mm-mm.
Is
cooked.
it eggs by itself? Just
It's eggs with cheese and bacon.
ooh, that sounds good.
But I'm actually tired of eating the eggs. So I've got a little bit left. I'm probably gonna just save it for later. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday I was cooking um chuck roast, um
Mm,
the Mississippi pot roast.
that sounds good.
Have you ever made it?
I made pot roast. I don't know if it was Mississippi or not. I just made Georgia pot
So with
roast.
the Mississippi pot roast, you use a. I don't make it. Mine's not really. It's not really Mississippi pot roast. But with the Mississippi pot roast, you use a packet of ranch dressing
Mm,
mix and a packet of either au jus mix or gravy mix.
mm-hmm.
You use some butter and some pepperoncini peppers and the liquid out of them, and you pour all of it in there, um, and you cook it for 12 hours,
Oh, okay.
and it's good.
Okay, Jones
Oh,
Truth. Have a good night. Please
bye,
smash
Jones.
that
Cruz.
like button.
Let us know how your tree, your what it was that you had one of your vegetable plants inside container with the garden soil. Let us know how it works out
Yeah.
when you take it out.
Good night, Jones True. Um.
I said, Felicia, get
Yeah.
ready to start a cooking channel.
I've got cooking videos.
You do?
I I do have cooking videos. I haven't made a cooking video in a while, but I do
Okay,
have cooking
why
videos.
not
But
send
anyway,
them on
I didn't follow the recipe. I used my own season, and I didn't use the season packets because it has stuff in it that I don't eat anymore. But I like it with that pepperoncini, the peppers, the sliced peppers and the juice from that.
Mhm.
It gives the roast a really nice flavor. And my husband
It
liked it.
does.
That was his Father's Day meal, so he enjoyed it.
Oh wow,
He's
great.
not a big beef eater, but he cooks pork better than I do, so I don't cook pork for him.
Oh, so you're not gonna be embarrassed, huh?
Oh, it's not that. I mean, I cook it okay, but he prefers the way he cooks it, and so
Mhm.
I would when he usually cooks pork.
Now, what were those ingredients again? You said what?
A packet
Mm.
of ranch dressing mix, the ranch dress, the packet.
Yeah, I've never bought it, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it comes in those packets. It's the dry
Oh,
powder mix that you make the ranch dressing
okay.
with. And so a packet of ranch dressing and a package of au jus
Okay.
mix or gravy mix. You can use either or, I think.
Oh,
And then pepperoncini peppers, the Italian peppers.
uh-huh.
Yeah, in the jar. If you Google Mississippi pot roast, the recipe will pop up.
Okay.
And butter.
Gotta have some butter.
Yeah, she love butter.
I don't use the butter that it calls for. I think it calls for like a stick of butter. I don't put that much butter in mine. I just put a
Okay.
little bit of butter on it for flavor.
Okay.
And I don't put the butter in well, anyways, I just do it my way. But those are the ingredients, and I've had it made that way, and it was really good. And I said I'm gonna do it for myself. And so when I made it, I just used my own seasoning. I didn't use seasoning packets because I don't want the stuff in it that I don't eat. And then I use the peppers. The peppers are what set it off. If you like pepper,
Ooh.
they set it
Wait,
off.
what kind of peppers are you talking about? Hot peppers?
No,
No.
they're the pepperoncini
Oh,
peppers. You know the
pepperoncini.
Italian
Okay.
peppers like you get at like at Olive Garden, they have those peppers in the salads. And
Right.
like when
Okay.
you order pizza, they have those peppers in the box. Those peppers. They're not hot. They're a little bit, they got a little kick to
Banana
them.
peppers. Them
Banana
yellow
peppers.
wax.
Okay.
They're not banana peppers. They're pepperoncinis.
Hey, Blackyard Garden. How
Because
you
banana
doing?
peppers are not spicy at all. But you can use banana peppers probably.
There's something they got now. I've grown hot spicy banana peppers though. I've grown them. They have them
Yeah.
without the heat and with the heat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, the ones that it calls for, the pepperoncini, the Italian pepperoncini peppers, but they don't have any seasoning in it. It's just the peppers and the pickled peppers, and
Oh
you
my God,
use the juice.
who's growing too many peppers? Raise your hand. I got two of them up and got my feet up too. Who went
I ain't got no
overboard
peppers out there.
with
I ain't got
peppers?
too many.
Oh
I
my
ain't got
goodness.
none.
I got peppers out there.
All my peppers germinated.
Uh-oh.
Mine germinated and then they died.
And you know what I did?
What?
I've been cutting up my sweet peppers, and on the
Mm-hmm.
ends where all the seeds is at, I've been
Mm-hmm.
taking them out there and composting place. So we'll
You
see.
about to have a whole bunch of peppers in your compost because
No, it's not in my compost. It's in my
It's in the
raised bed.
beds. She gonna have a whole bunch of peppers in her beds.
because when you do them fresh like that right away, they come up so quick.
Mine ain't came up yet, so I'm waiting.
How long ago did you do it?
The other day.
Give it a moment. You want some miracles. You want some instant peppers. You'd be scared to eat them if they came up in
Yeah,
there.
that's it. The pepperoncini peppers.
Yeah, pepperoncini. All my peppers. I have so many. I have the one side of my garden where there's the apple trees and the plum trees and the peach trees. They're going in a row like this, and then in the middle are the vegetables. Well, I have all of my purple and all the different color bell peppers, which is doing great. And I have like 5 and 6 and 7 to a bag, a grow bag, and I have like 4 or 5 grow bags, and they're just. I still have some that I haven't put out because I don't have the space for them. So on the other side, in plot ABC, plot C, where the apricot tree is and the pear trees, I have tons and tons and tons of hot peppers which I don't eat. You name the hot peppers, I got them. The apocalypse and the ghosts and the everybody over
What are
there.
you gonna do with them hot peppers?
My honey said he ain't making no more pepper sauce because he made a lot last year, a year before last, because I grew so many. So I'm gonna call his cousin, some more people. My girlfriend who works at Olive Garden, she's the manager. She's a general manager. She likes them. Her boyfriend likes them, and she lives up the street around the corner. I just be dropping them off over at her house. I'm gonna make some powdered pepper, but I'm not gonna use all these peppers. I have tons of peppers.
Okay, I'm gonna come and get some. All right.
You want the hot ones too, or you can talk about some of the bell ones?
I'm talking about some of the hot ones. My husband loves spicy food.
Girl, let me tell you when I was out there today and I was planting some more hot peppers, and I planted 5 6 hot peppers, some more watermelon. I need to stop with the watermelon because I just need to stop. And I was looking at the peppers that I'd already planted, and how about they a cayenne pepper? They just a dangling. I didn't even know they had already formed. Tons. I have about 10 cayenne pepper plants. Some of those things have turned red already, I guess because of the heat. But yeah, I can really melt them to you. I can melt them to you green, and you can let them turn red.
Mm-mm.
Uh-oh. Okay. My
So you,
husband loves spicy food. When we were gardening together, we would grow habaneros. Actually, we would grow like probably one year. I think we grew 6 varieties of peppers and 6 plants of each.
Mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
All hot
Mm-mm.
peppers. All hot.
and you don't eat any hot peppers.
I will mix hot peppers in with stuff. I don't mind hot peppers, but I don't like the super hot peppers. I
You
just
know how you order from Baker Creek, and they send you these gifts of different stuff. Well,
the
they sent me
bonus,
some,
yeah.
yeah, some pastilella or pastilia peppers. Anyway, 2 of those fell off today, and I told my honey, I said, it's supposed to be mildly hot. Please taste. He said, it is not hot at all. He said, it has a very, 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 very mild kick to it. He said, you wouldn't even taste it. But I'm going to send you some of those. I was trying to see if I saw the package over here. Soon as some more grow, I pull those off so that it will continue to produce. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna send you some of those and see how you like it. I let them mature a little bit more because he said it didn't even have any seeds inside of it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking they were
I
immature.
we used to grow in Anaheim. Have you
Ooh,
grown
I
in
love.
Anaheim?
I grow Anaheim all the time. I was growing
I
Anaheim
love
before they
the
put them in the
Anaheim,
store.
but the Anaheim pepper is one of those that is mild at the bottom. Well, for me, it was mild at the bottom, and the more you further up the top you
Yep,
get, the
yep,
hotter it get. And
yep.
when you get near the stem, that thing is it
Call the
is
fire department. You
it
better
is
call them.
hot. I mean, it is just as hot as a habanero to me at the top.
Yes. Now look, Duval City girl say I bought pepper seeds last year and didn't know what they were, and they looked like chocolate ghost peppers. Whoa. Were they spicy?
Whoa. I started a bunch of peppers this year, and I don't have no pepper plants at all.
Honey, I got enough for you over here. I give you the plant with dirt in and everything. I'm
You
serious.
gotta tell me when is a good day. I'm gonna
Awesome,
call you.
honey.
You have to
I'm
tell me when
potting
a
them
good
up
day is.
on my deck. I am pot. They're in styrofoam cups that look like this size right here. I'm putting
Yeah.
Mm.
them together. In a minute, I'm about to put them in something bigger. You know, so when you get them out, you got to do is dig a big hole and stick that whole thing in there, and you good to go.
I'm gonna call you. You tell me when a good day is, and I'm gonna hit the road. Come on
Okay.
over there.
You want some tomatoes too? You got enough tomatoes?
Oh my
You
word, I
say
don't
you
have
just
room.
gave some away.
She said she
I'm
don't have
sorry.
no room. She
I
called.
don't
She
have.
said she
Actually,
don't
I
have
do
no
have room
room.
because I have containers. I have tons of containers that I don't have nothing in, and I got sold. Y'all, I went to Walmart the other day. Somebody did set a post or something about going to the store and coming back and then and buying more stuff. I went to Walmart for 2 things.
I bought transplant because
I
it
don't
gets
like to. This is why I don't go to
so
Walmart.
quick.
For 2 things. I got a
Mm-hmm.
shopping cart because I ache, and so I
Mm-hmm.
need something to lean on
That's
when
all
I'm in the
right.
store.
Do what you got to
I
do,
walked
Bonnie.
out
Do
of
when you been
Walmart. I
there.
done spent $200.
Ooh,
Mm-mm.
what 2 things did you go in there to get? And you need your butt whooped.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's
Duval
easy
said
to
she got
spend
plenty
two
of
hundred
peppers growing from
dollars at
last year,
Walmart.
so you overwent
I
it.
I went. I'm trying
Everything
to
you
remember
don't
what I went
know.
to Walmart to buy.
That's what I be saying when I go to the store. What is it that I bought? Because I didn't have this much stuff. Be no $200.
I
My
went to.
family,
I'm trying to
yeah.
remember what I went to get. It was grocery type stuff that I went to get. I think.
I use Walmart pickup to
No, it wasn't.
keep me
It was
from
some
post shopping. That part. That's what
some
I need to
scrubby
do.
yarn. Yeah, that's why I use delivery. or pick up because it keeps me from buying too much stuff. But I was in there and I was like, well, since I'm in here, I might as well look to see if they have boom. And so I was in the yarn section and I ended up buying some yarn. And while I'm in here, I might as well look to see if they have boom. And so I went to the garden section and I ended up getting 2 big bags of the Pro Mix soil. I got that. I said because I always need soil. And anyways, I was like, while I was in here, and I went down the canning aisle, and they had some jars, and I didn't get any jars because I had some jars, but I saw 2 other things that I needed. So I ended up getting that, and then I was walking down the aisle, headed toward the food section because I went in to get a watermelon. That's what I went to get.
Me some.
I went to get a watermelon. And I went over and they had the little watermelons that look like, they kind of look like the sugar babies, but they're not. But they're the little refrigerator watermelons and they're expensive, but they have seeds in them. And so I got me one of those. And then I got one of the bigger ones that didn't have seeds because I wanted more watermelon than that. And so I got the watermelon. But as I was walking to that, I saw this cute dress. And I was like, oh my God, I haven't had a dress like that in years.
Who
Oh,
did the
yeah.
thumbs up?
And I got it. So yeah, that's how I ended up spending over $200. Well, right, it wasn't over; it was right at $200 in Walmart. I picked up more stuff. The cart was full. Back in the day when we used to go to Walmart, my husband and I would go to Walmart. I would get a cart. He would get a cart. We would fill both of them up. And then we were spending too much money, and I finally said, "Let's stop going to Walmart." And so we stopped. We just stopped going to Walmart, and we stopped spending money. Because once you're in there, you buy stuff.
Here
And
goes
get
the
the
ball
stuff,
with
and
the
then
baby
be like,
again.
when you get home, be like, okay, what I'm supposed to do with this?
Well, I know what I'm gonna
these
do with it.
projects that
I
you
didn't buy
wanna
nothing
do.
that I'm not gonna use, and I didn't buy nothing that I'm not going to.
Retail therapy.
Nothing that I'm not gonna use, or nothing that I didn't need. Sort
You
of.
say you need retail. She needs retail therapy. Why is
I have
Bunny
a,
hands
wait a
red?
minute.
What's wrong with Bunny?
I have a
Bunny?
therapist, and yes, we are working on impulse control.
I'm trying to figure out why
And wait a minute. And well, what is
Right. Blinders.
what is that child's name? Scarlett. What does Scarlett say? Why you want to know? Why you want to know?
Oh,
Why
she
you
was
asking?
cleaning her kitchen. I'm sorry.
Why you
I was
asking?
wondering what was going on with Bunny. She said her hands were wet, and I was like, "Why are her hands?"
Oh,
Y'all have to
washing
see my
dishes.
glasses. I sat on them when Mona told me to go to email. I got so excited. I feel so privileged, and then I sat on my glasses. So
you need therapy. I need therapy for my retail therapy.
I sat on my reading glasses are crooked.
Yeah. I just planted Kajari melon, butterbush squash,
Oh, she
kombucha
did.
squash,
I'm getting
nasturtium
ready to do that too tomorrow. Here it is. Here it is. Who said that? Serena. Here we
And
go,
I
guys.
used up the seeds. I can't find miracles anywhere there. Which one is that?
The Kajari. Yeah, this right
Kajari.
here.
Okay.
You want some of these?
No, ma'am. I ain't got room for no more squash.
What is
this
it?
is a
I
melon.
ain't doing no more squash.
This is a melon.
I got too much binding out there.
It's a melon. It's a personal size melon. It's good. That's what it looks like right there.
I don't have room for that either, honey.
I'm gonna plant it on my deck tomorrow.
I don't have room for that.
I was just trying to decide what size container I was gonna put it in. But yes, this is what
I might have Kajari melon.
Yes, I will be doing this one tomorrow. So she said that she just planted it, butter squash, and kombucha.
Yep, that's what she planted today.
What does it taste like? Is it like a honeydew or cantaloupe?
It tastes like a cross between the two. It's sweet. It's very good. It's something nice to have in the morning that's personal for you, and it's filling. Excuse me. You may have to
But
do
does
that.
it? Okay, I kind of.
Here she is.
Hey,
Hey y'all.
Nadia.
Hey,
Hey
Serena.
y'all. Ladies, Felicia, Mona,
Oh, hey, Robin.
Clarissa. How y'all doing?
You
Hey.
just
Good.
make it home.
No, I'm at work. I actually had to make my little walk around before I could get on.
Oh,
How y'all
Oh,
doing?
I'm
we
good.
okay.
wonderful.
Johnny. When I go
Good.
to Walmart, they invariably don't have what I need. Usually, if I go into Walmart for one or two things, actually, if I only need one or two things, I usually try to go to Walgreens instead because if
Walgreens.
I need an ink pen and I go to Walmart, they'll have every pencil in the book and every
But
marker in the
what you
book,
want?
but the ink pen I need, they won't have it.
Lord, I need impulse control. Look at Miss Bone Time.
Mhm. I got y'all. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh, but I have a Walmart a Walmart tab open right now because
Whoa.
I will order and have them deliver it to me by 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my goodness.
But it's easier for me not to overspend that way. Unfortunately, in that shopping cart, there's yarn. When I went in there today to look, I was like, this thing still got yarn in it from the last time I put yarn in there that I didn't buy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't need no yarn. Didn't I tell y'all I just got 4 big bags of yarn?
Yeah, you did, and you turned around and went and bought some.
Mm.
Look,
No. I had bought that before. I bought that before I got the bags.
well, all I heard you say was you went into the store and you bought some.
Oh, you know I did buy some scrubby yarn. You're right. I was gonna go to Joann's or Michael's to get some scrubby yarn because I was out of
Okay,
scrubby
right.
yarn.
That's how I feel. Dude.
I was out, but I didn't go there because I said I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna do everything at Walmart. I'm gonna get everything I need at Walmart, and it's cheaper. It was cheaper. It's like $6 at Joann's, and it was like $4 at Walmart, more or less, for something. Six something for something. I don't know. 9 minutes left to water with the soaker hose before I need to turn the water off. Okay. See, I need to learn how to do that. Use the soaker hose.
Hey, Jane Doe.
Yeah, I think I need to do that too.
Can somebody teach me how to use the soaker hose?
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I'd have to buy one. Walgreens is expensive. Yeah, Bonnie, Walgreens is expensive. It can be expensive, but they'll have it. And I won't spend $100 if I go in there. That's the thing. That's the thing about Walmart that gets me. If I walk in the store, I cannot walk out without spending $100. If I walk in Walgreens, I will walk out and will only buy that one item.
Because
Even
you
if
know
I pay a
it's
little bit,
expensive.
even if I pay a little bit more for it, I didn't spend $100.
A lot of people say they got home.
Walgreens take coupons.
They do. And if you
Yes, they
shop
do.
right, you can get what you call it, credit or whatever.
Yep. Hey, GT, check your email, GT.
Mona, you sending out links to people?
I asked you. I asked you, and
No,
you
no, no,
told
no, no,
me,
no, 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 no. Back it up. You said, "Can I share this out?" You
"Oh,
didn't say, "Could I send links out?"
oh,
You want us to
well,
leave
No, I thought I
oh.
sent you a link.
after Mama? I
For
kept
kicking us
looking.
off, Georgia
I think,
Peanut.
huh? I go back in my chair and sit down and watch y'all on my phone.
No, ma'am. I don't want y'all to leave. I'm just asking her because I was like, Did I didn't, because I didn't even send Mona a link.
So
I
did
heard all that because I was like Mama wondering what was going on, but I was sitting in the chair. I was like, yes,
I was tired. Y'all don't know. I was tired. I had a busy day yesterday.
and it's
I
okay.
was
It's okay.
I was didn't y'all see me go live yesterday?
Yeah, I saw you.
I went live in the middle of the day. I was awake in the middle of the day. First of all, that's the first thing. I was
and
awake.
saw
you
your
was
video.
cooking.
I
And
was
she
cooking and cleaning
Uh-huh.
and
You were.
doing
I was
all
impressed.
the things. Mona, I should have sent you a picture of my kitchen table because I cleaned off that table.
And you showed your tree. It was so
Oh, wow.
pretty
What
on the
Mhm.
tree?
floor.
Oh, my yes.
Yeah.
When you
fig
bought it,
tree,
it had all
right?
those blooms.
1-800 spending
The,
problem.
my
Hey,
what you
I
call
do
it?
look. Thanks for that number because I sure need to call because I do my spending in the middle of the night.
Oh, you mean my kumquat?
Girl, it has a lot of blooms on it.
It's got fruit on it, honey. You wait. You just wait till this
No,
week.
Mine got fruit and
I was
flowers on
jealous
it.
that man. I'm like,
I
where
thought
you
it was
get
a
that
fig
from with
tree
all
you
those
showed,
blooms on it?
Felicia.
I
Oh,
did show a fig tree too, but I showed my my kumquat in a short that
You
it
get a
was like,
tree?
what did I do?
Oh yeah.
I bought another tree. It is full of fruit. It is
Wow.
full of fruit,
Where did you
ma'am.
get it from?
Wow.
Texas.
Oh, when you was out there with that lady right now.
That lady.
That one right there, huh? She'll make you hurt
Serena.
yourself. So.
Email Duval. She says she has marigold seeds.
Mm.
She said she
Keep going
have
down the wrong
marigold
way.
seeds, but my
Mhm.
black diamond watermelon is an actual plant, which is why I'm trying to find 4 marigold plants to transplant with the watermelon. She got the seeds. She want the plant.
GT Junior.
We got
Hey,
home
F
eggs for
Aura.
Mona so amazing. Oh, did she make you
F
want some
Aura.
eggs, little Lego?
Yeah,
Hey,
she was talking about
GT.
eating eggs and grits and bacon.
GT was in
And
them
toast.
YouTube streets today.
No grits, just eggs.
I'm just ad libbing.
That's the thing. Mama said that with that 3 eggs is a lot of eggs, but I'm like, it's not a lot when you don't eat nothing but eggs. If you don't have no potatoes or no toast or no grits or nothing to go with it, it's just eggs. 3 is not a
You
lot.
want no toast with no jelly toast?
No, ma'am. I'm trying to cut back on the sugar, and I ate cornbread yesterday, so I can't have no bread for like 3 months.
3 months.
I don't eat bread.
Yeah.
She said, I don't eat bread.
I don't either, but 3 months, maybe a week.
No, ma'am. I
It'll be
cannot have no
gone.
bread in my life.
It'll
You
be
could go
gone
that
in
long
about a
without
couple of
bread?
days.
I can't.
I can go longer than that
You
without
stop
bread.
playing. I want some toast right now with some butter and grape jelly. You just touch my heart. Stop playing.
And some jelly.
And
I
I made watermelon rind preserves yesterday that I can't eat because it's got sugar in it.
Well, why did you make it?
Well, I can't help
Hey,
myself.
GT.
I grow stuff. I buy stuff. I don't like throwing away nothing. So I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it, and eventually I will eat it.
3 months from now?
Are you gonna eat
Eventually,
it?
it'll keep. That's why I put.
What
It'll
you eating,
keep.
Felicia? What you
Guess
eating,
what
Felicia?
I made this morning?
I'm eating eggs. I told you. Look,
I made some strawberry
eggs,
syrup.
scrambled eggs,
Oh,
Hey, GT, come get them. Come get them.
scrambled eggs, with the spoon because I like to eat my eggs out of a bowl with a
I
spoon.
made
All
eggs.
the people on
made
YouTube who
18
go to other
eggs.
channels and cannot eat on those other channels. Did I do something?
I don't think so. What?
I think I stopped the cam. Okay.
Oh,
How did I
Yeah,
do
that's
that?
what you did.
I see you.
and guess what I found today? Guess what I harvested today? I got my first beans today.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Oh,
I
What
had
kind of
the
bean?
They were some yellow beans. I forget what kind. I was just
Yellow
dropping
wax?
some beans seeds, one of those mixed packs.
She
with
a
the
chaos
beans in it.
gardener.
Yeah, them beans was definitely some chaos throwing.
A
Mm.
chaos gardener. She just throw them out there. What come up, come up.
I
I
did,
make some
I did.
strawberry syrup.
I was tired of them dying, so I said, you know what? I'm gonna put all these out.
And see what happened. That's
That's what I
right.
was
That's
gonna
right.
tell
That's
you,
how you
Mona.
do it.
Huh?
That
Them
stuff I
mangoes.
made last night, you could use that as a topping on ice cream.
Ooh.
Mm.
Oh.
I was
Oh, the
looking
strawberry
at
preserve.
the watermelon rind.
Oh,
Ooh, that'd
Girl.
be, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was
That'd
thinking
be
about
good
it.
on some vanilla
I
ice
should have
cream.
pureed some of it and put it in the dehydrator and made like fruit roll up.
Oh, that would have been good.
Okay.
that sounds good. But
Okay.
that's a lot of sugar.
Y'all want taste of these eggs?
Go
Now
somewhere.
y'all,
Please.
it's
Go
an
somewhere.
hour and a half later. I'm still eating these
Not if
eggs.
you ain't got
Are
no
they
grits
cold?
or fried fish or toast with butter and jelly.
They're cold. I've been sitting here with them right here for it's an hour and a half later. Yeah, they're cold. They're not bad.
I
can't
don't
eat
even
no
like
cold
old
eggs.
eggs.
Nah, I can't
They're
do it.
good.
No.
No
I can't eat no cold egg.
Nope.
Heck
I didn't
no.
even.
Psych myself up.
Y'all are
Dig these
funny.
and she think.
Y'all ain't never been hungry. Y'all ain't never been hungry a day in your
Don't
life.
plan
Over
to
there
be
talking
hungry.
about what you can't eat.
18 eggs
And
is
don't
crazy.
plan to be. That's
Oh,
not
I eat it all. Yeah, for
Get
sure.
hungry. Get hungry. You'll eat
Oh,
some.
I will.
You'll eat some cold eggs and be thankful for them. My children will say, "I can't eat that." I'm like, okay.
Mhm.
I actually didn't even start eating eggs till I became an adult. I never liked them as a teenager.
My youngest son didn't eat eggs. Well, he didn't like eggs. I shouldn't say he didn't eat them. He would eat them
My daughter was
because
allergic
I
to
would
them.
make cheese grits and I would mix his eggs in with it,
Mm-hmm.
and he would eat the grits.
Oh, somebody
Um,
gave me a Glamour Planner a nice compliment. We talked about leaving. They say stay. We like y'all.
What happened?
When we talked about leaving, when Felicia
Little
was like,
Lego.
Mama sending out all these invitations, I was like, do you want us to go? And she was like, no. So Jane Doe say, Georgia Peach and the Glamour Planner stay. We like y'all. So
Little Lego. Did you say you just made 18 scrambled eggs?
For what and for who?
Are you wait a
For
minute,
him and one other person.
are you a carnivore? Because that sounds like a carnivore meal to me.
18 eggs?
Yeah,
scrambled them.
that sounds
Is
like
that
a
too
carnivore
many?
meal.
So you
That's
have to
cardiac
sit up
arrest
straight.
right there.
Little
Sleep.
Lego says
But
when I
why am I
Who
judging
is
somebody
that?
about 18 eggs when I can eat 4 of the strawberry shortcake little Debbie cakes? Them ain't good for you.
That's two
I
different
can't
types.
judge nobody. I
eggs
did
is
not realize that there was more jellies besides grape until I got, like middle school age. I thought it was only grape.
you know
Oh,
what's
for
Man,
funny
like
Only
real?
grape.
strawberry?
about grape jelly?
I like grape
I
jelly and
I like
strawberry
I
preserve.
like grape jelly, but
Mulberry.
I really love apple jelly.
Oh, apple
Oh,
jelly's
that's
good
good. I
too.
like jelly.
On toast? Apple
I
Yes.
jelly
really
on
Yes,
love
toast, yeah.
apple jelly.
Yes.
With
yes.
that
And
butter
I
toast?
don't know
Good.
how grape
I
I don't know
That's
how
not what
grape
I'm
became more popular than apple because apple jelly to me is better than grape jelly.
I
It's
Yes.
like
that
strawberry
purple.
best.
I
Mike
don't I
said
guess
that
it's the
he can
color
eat meat
because
24. You can eat meat 24/7, Mike, all day long. Really? All day long. Eat meat all day long.
yeah,
Every day.
yeah.
I can go without meat.
I can go with
I can go without meat. I can't eat meat all the time.
uh-uh,
Yeah, me neither.
no.
You ain't
That's
Mm-mm.
an
never
easy
been
one.
hungry.
Now I can
Here's the
eat fish
thing.
all day
Here's the
long.
thing. Here's the thing about eating meat. That that really changed the way I eat. What I found out is if I eat meat, if I eat a meal that is meat based,
Uh-huh.
just protein and fat. When I get full, and when I get full, I'm done.
Mm.
And I'm done for hours. I don't get hungry.
Me too, Duval.
I don't have cravings or nothing. I'm done and I'm done for hours. And if I eat another meal that's just meat and fat, I get full and I'm done for hours. And I'm satisfied. If I eat a meal that has got carbs of any kind in it, I get up from the table looking for something else to eat.
Mm.
Meat absolutely cuts your appetite if that's all you eat. Absolutely cuts it. And I mean, that's me. That's just me. I'm not saying it works for everybody.
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah, I'm not saying it works for everybody, but it works for me. And that has been a game changer in my health.
Yeah.
When I don't eat the carbs, I do so much better.
Yeah, but the carbs is worse for you, so that's pretty good. At least you're getting
Mike
the
says
protein.
he's the same way.
Hmm?
Felicia. Mike says that he's the same way.
I'm getting down to the bottom, y'all. I know I'm way behind. 18 is
I'm just scared it's gonna mess with me as a man. I be thinking it's gonna block up your arteries and stuff.
What
I'm sorry.
eggs?
my
Yeah, I'm scared it's gonna mess up that blood circulation. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know better.
Body said
all
that's a heart
I would
attack.
say
Yeah.
is go to the National Institutes of Health and look up the Harvard cholesterol study reveal. Because what happened was the doctors who did that study were paid off to say that cholesterol caused heart caused
Heart disease.
heart disease. They were paid to say that. There was no evidence in the reporting. If you read the report itself, there was no evidence in the report that connected cholesterol to heart disease. But they made that conclusion because they were paid to make that conclusion. And in I think it was 2020, it was either 2022, 2018, they came out with the documents, the internal documents that said that they were paid off to make that conclusion.
GT, you
I
didn't
am
commit.
impressed, Felicia. A lot of people don't know that. But I
Oh,
didn't
it's there.
didn't know that.
It's out
And
there
it's
if
not
you
just
want to find it.
It's just not cholesterol. They were also paid off about the whole diabetes debate too. There were
And
several.
this was for the purpose
What?
of sell the
Yeah.
medication to people to make money off of them.
Everything is about making money.
Actually, it wasn't the drug companies who were behind it. It was the sugar and industry. It was Nestle and Kellogg and Coke. It was those industries that were putting out the even the nutritional guidelines that had the base of grains and breads. It was that's who was putting it out because they were promoting kids cereals. Kids cereals. You hear me?
Oh yeah.
For breakfast. And in order to do that, they had to demonize meat. In order to promote sugar, they had to demonize meat. But here's the other thing, GT Junior. There's a test you can ask your doctor for. There's a test where they can actually scan and look at your arteries and tell you if they're clogged or you have clog issues.
Oh yeah.
Send it to me in an email. What is it called?
I don't know what it's called, but I can find out. If you really want to know, Dr. Tony, what's his name? It just ran out of my head just like that. But anyway, there's a test. It's a simple test. It's like it's a scan. It's a cardiac scan or artery scan that they can actually look at your arteries and see if there's any blockages. to see if you have any artery, any blockages, any kind of heart disease or anything. A test, a simple test. And it's not like your blood test where they do a blood test and they tell you what your cholesterol is, because just because you have cholesterol in your blood doesn't mean that's causing any problem in your body at all. This one actually shows you if you have, if your arteries are open or if they're blocked or if you have, stuff going on, so that you can actually see it.
Wow.
And the doctors won't even order the test. They'd much rather give you a blood test, say your cholesterol is high, and give you a drug that doesn't do anything for anybody unless they've already had a heart attack.
Oh, I ain't doing the blood pressure pills.
Not blood pressure, cholesterol lowering.
Oh, well, they told me about some pills. Not me, but somebody else was telling me a story. I was like, what? They told me about the side effects. I was like, Lord, no. But how can they be able to do stuff like that to us?
They
Like,
do it.
What
they
country?
supposed to work for us.
What country do we live in?
Yeah, we for sale. Monopoly.
What kind of society do we live in? It's a capitalistic society. It's all about making money. The best way to make money is to get people to buy more. How do you get people to buy more?
Miseducate them.
Get them hooked on it.
Yep, make it a habit. Give them a habit. Yep, you're right.
The biggest threat to our health is sugar.
Mine's is salt.
That is the
No,
biggest.
no, sir. No, sir.
Sugar.
No.
Not even salt. No.
Nope, not salt.
What you mean?
You actually need salt in your body. It has a function in your body. And you can't get it. You can't get it. You have to get it through your diet. Sugar on the other hand is something that your body will make if it needs it.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
But
you are.
So
Right.
you don't have to ever eat any. You don't have to ever eat any sugar. Your body will make it if it needs it. But salt, on the other hand, you have to ingest it, and your body needs it. And you can get salt from your foods because different foods have different levels of salt. The problem that we have with salt is that white salt, table salt, has all of the other minerals taken out of it, and it's out of balance.
Right.
If you can get salt that has all the minerals still in it and it's imbalanced, then it doesn't cause the same problems that bleached white salt does.
So you need some sea salt or something like that.
You can use
Himalayan salt.
Celtic salt.
Celtic
salt is the best salt. Celtic salt is the best salt. That's the best salt. That is the one that's closest to the natural mineral salt that our body requires.
Because I'm eating the wrong salt.
Salt, sea salt.
But GT Junior, you can order Celtic salt from Amazing.
I'm going to Amazing today. I got paid today, so yeah.
You can order.
They
Celtic
paid us
salt
early.
I use real salt, Redmond's real salt. I use Himalayan pink salt. I haven't used Celtic salt, but they do have it at our health food store, so I'm going to try that. But what I found is that if you
all right, Bone Tired, have a good one.
If you have trouble with salt, you probably are not having a problem with salt. You're probably having a problem with potassium.
I drink coconut water, so it's not that. Coconut water got a lot of potassium.
Then it's magnesium.
Okay.
Because those minerals balance each other out. It's like
where I get magnesium from?
Watermelon.
Come on, Google.
Seeds.
Come on, Google.
Iron.
Yeah, Google now. Come on. We got a computer in our hand. Come on, y'all. Where can I get some magnesium?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
You probably got some in your backyard.
You might have some growing out in your plant. Yeah.
Several plants.
Probably some fish, like salmon and stuff like that. Do they have magnesium in it?
Why you say that?
And so let's see. So sea salt has 62 minerals. Pink Himalayan salt has 80 minerals in it. So it's rich in that iodine, that iodized salt, like she
I
said, that
don't.
was robbed of all the minerals. You'll get minerals from other food
Yeah,
naturally,
yeah.
and
And
a lot
and
of
and
people
the
are
thing is, it
deficient in
depends on
minerals.
what you. It depends on what you're eating. Honestly, it depends on what you're eating. When I don't eat the carbs, when I'm not eating the vegetables, when I'm not eating the grains, when I'm just eating the meat or the animal based foods, I need more salt because the plants have salts in them. So if you're eating foods that have, the plants,
Hey, Mike.
have the salts in them, then you don't need to add salt. But when I'm just eating the proteins, I have to add salt.
Really?
Cherries has magnesium. Peach has magnesium.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Apricots has magnesium.
Yeah.
Avocado has magnesium. Bananas,
Yeah.
of course, has magnesium. Eat one every day. Blackberries has magnesium. Spinach, okra,
Mm-hmm.
broccoli, beetroot,
Broccoli.
Yep.
Swiss chard, green bell peppers, all the stuff we're growing,
Mm-hmm.
artichokes, greens.
Bonnie, I see your comment about I love meat, but man, it's really expensive. Even chickens went high. Um, what I find is that my grocery bill has gone down since I don't buy veggies hardly at all. Every now and then I'll buy veggies, but since I don't buy grains at all anymore, it's gone way down. And like fruits, I eat seasonal fruits that I can grow. That um a lot of the cost in your groceries is packaged stuff. So once you cut out the packaged stuff, you might find that you have more money to spend on meat. The other thing about meat is that you
Meat
don't
is
have as much meat
expensive.
waste as you do with other things.
Well, GT, you're probably full of magnesium because you have wild salmon, halibut. Um, then you have all your nuts. They have hazel. They say
Yep.
Mm-mm.
hazelnut.
Mm-mm.
Let's see here. You have all your
Uh
nuts.
uh uh uh.
Is somebody saying something? I'm
Mona
sorry.
said
Mona
pause.
be saying
Let
She
me
said
just read
pause.
Brazil nuts. Let me go back. Brazil nuts. Y'all, something wrong with y'all. Brazil nuts. You
Something
have
wrong with Mona. Mike
and you have
said
cashew. I don't know what's wrong with them. Cashews,
Mike said GT Jr., the Inuit
walnuts.
Alaskans were healthy living on meat and fat until they started eating carbs. That is true.
So
Mhm.
GT,
And they're not the only ones.
you have an array of things that you have the magnesium that you're probably
Right.
eating. Is he
The
still
and
there?
the problem is not the lack of potassium and the lack of magnesium. The problem is the too much sodium. And so what happens is you have to balance it out. I'm not saying that salt is the problem. I'm saying salt that has been stripped of minerals is a problem. But you also don't want to have too much of, you don't want to have an imbalance of it in your system.
And
It's
the issue
carbs that
is
mess them up, just the meat.
malabsorption. Your
Sorry
body
about
is
that,
not
y'all. I'm
Did
at
you
absorbing
hear
work.
what I said?
nutrients. It could be
You all
I
right?
fat.
heard
You could
I
you could
heard
eat
some
all
of
the
it.
food you want. You can eat all the
What?
food you want. If your body is not absorbing those minerals when you eat them, you can eat it all day long. If you
Right.
are malabsorbed, your body is not absorbing those nutrients. You're not gonna get healthy from it. You have to make
Good
sure that
night
your
to you,
gut is
sunshine.
healthy and absorbing minerals
Don't
because
I
your
mean,
body is gonna
Hey,
push it
shit,
right on out.
sunshine. Good night. I didn't know you was here.
I didn't see you, sunshine. Hey.
I'm listening to you,
Good night.
Glamour.
Go ahead.
I
Yeah.
heard. But yeah, so your gut, it's important about your stomach. You have to make sure that your stomach, that you have the right probiotics and the right gut health, because we have foods that rob us of all of that, and it'll push the nutrients right on out of our body. I think I spoke about that on my other live, because there are certain foods that you eat, and when you eat it, it's telling your body not to absorb any of those nutrients that you're trying to eat. So you can.
Backyard Backyard Garden asks what types of meat do I eat? I eat most kinds of meat, but I primarily eat beef, beef, pork, and chicken. But I eat beef most of the time.
Beef is high in iron. Very, very good in iron.
But you're right, gut health is important. And your gut health changes if you cut out, if you go on an elimination diet, which is basically what I'm on, is an elimination diet. If you go on an elimination diet, your gut health changes, and 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 because you are eliminating things that are causing problems, and then when you add things in, you notice what they do to you, and so then you can determine whether or not you want to continue to eat that thing or not. I know for a fact that when I eat grains of any kind, it doesn't matter whether it's sweet or corn or ugh, rice. It doesn't really matter what kind of grain it is. If I eat grains of any kind, I have inflammation in my body and I have pain. So I know I'm going to have a high pain day when I've been eating. When I've been eating bread, I know I'm going to have a high pain day, period. So it's easy for me to cut it out because the pain is gone. I can walk again. It's easy to not eat that. I mean, every now and then it's like, yeah, I want to have this thing that I really love. But for the most part, I'm like, I'm good. My doctor says cholesterol is a problem, so they gave me a pill. I have to take it every night. Yeah, that's what doctors say. A lot of doctors are saying that. But some doctors are not saying that. And so the question is, why are some doctors saying that cholesterol is not the problem? And here's the thing. What problem is the cholesterol causing? And why are you using cholesterol as a surrogate for the problem? Because cholesterol is not a problem. Your body makes cholesterol. It's absolutely a nutrient that your brain needs to function. So what problem is it representing? And I would suggest you ask your doctor that. What is the problem? And why are you using cholesterol as a surrogate? Because that's what you're doing. You're using blood cholesterol as a surrogate, but we know our body needs and makes cholesterol. Why would I use a medication to suppress that?
How do we know that these are the questions that we supposed to be asking our doctors? Like, I've never been informed to ask doctors these type of questions that you're talking about. FR.
I don't say that you need to be asking them. I'm saying that
Yes, you did.
I'm suggesting that you might. I'm suggesting that
That
perhaps
sounds like a pretty good one. It sounds like this is great advice.
I'm
And I'm like, how in the
suggesting
world are we
perhaps
supposed to know? We supposed to be talking to the doctor like this.
you might want to. You don't know. That's the thing. You don't know because when I grew up, we went to the doctor if we had a problem and we trusted them to tell us what the solution was to the problem. But things have changed since then. People are not going into the practice of medicine because they want to help people. They're going into practice of medicine because it's the top paying career choice. If your doctor is in it for the money, then they're going to do things to help them make money.
Good night,
If
Bonnie.
your doctor's in it to help people, then they're gonna tell you things that are gonna help you.
Good night.
Good night, Bonnie.
And so my answer to your question, DT Junior, is this: why are you going to the doctor in the first place? If
I
you're
haven't
going
been to the doctor in a while, so I need to
exactly,
go.
so
Yeah, you
no,
do.
you don't. Obviously, you don't. You haven't been in a while, and you okay?
Now he don't know if he's okay,
You're right.
okay because there are some underlying things that you may
How,
not. You
but
go
how
let
does
them
he?
check you out. You
How does
go
he
and
not
let them
know?
check you out. You go check. Go get your checkup. Go get your normal checkup. Let them do a blood workup on you and see what comes up with that. Then you start asking the questions behind the blood work. If
But
they
wait
say
a
you
minute,
have,
Miss Gail. I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you 99%. But here's the thing that I don't agree with: the test that they're running. How did they develop the test, and who did they use?
That's a question he can ask when he goes and they say we want to do blood work. He goes and they
Because
say we're gonna do
because
blood
if
work.
you're
Then he asks
telling
the
me
question.
that this is normal, it's normal for who? Because I promise you, I absolutely promise you that there was no people that looked like me in that group that you determined what normal was for.
But I
Amen.
don't want something to happen to him, and it's something that was preventable because you know,
Amen to that too.
huh?
And I'm not telling him to not take care of himself, to not go to the doctor and to not ask questions. I'm not telling him to not get blood work done or none of those things. What I'm saying to you is that perhaps you should question what that scale of normal, what the normal range is and who is it normal for.
So he
Because
will have to
just
go to the
because you
doctor
tell
to
me
get
that
the test
normal
done first.
cholesterol is this number right here, who is that normal for?
That's what I'm saying. He needs to go and have the test done before he can ask the questions. If they say there is something right in here, your levels are higher, then he can
Higher
ask
than
the question.
who?
But that's what I'm saying. When he go, he can find out where he needs
Higher
to go.
than who?
He
I mean,
would need to know.
yeah, and I guess that's why
He
I say I
can't sit
agree.
at home and
I
not
say I agree
go.
with you 99%, 98%,
Listen,
maybe
listen. Let me talk.
maybe
Let me talk. Let me
97%.
talk. You cannot sit at home and not go to the doctor and get checked up and ask questions about normal levels without going to see what your normal levels are looking like. You got to go first, get checked out, let them say we're going to do blood work. Then they give you with the results. If there's something on there that's questionable, he as an individual needs to ask that question, but he won't know till he goes. You can't sit
I
at home.
agree.
You got heart attack, things like having a stroke. These are silent things, and as we get older, things happen. But we are healthier than our grandparents and our great grandparents were. We're healthier than them, so we don't get the same signs.
I
We're
don't know
doing
that
just
we
as
are
good.
healthier than them.
Well, I think that, in my opinion, we are. In my opinion, I know I'm living longer than a lot of my aunts and uncles and
My great
grandparents.
auntie lived to be 99 years old.
See, that's an individual
Mike said
thing.
they were insane.
It's an individual thing. My bloodline, when they get into their 60s and 70s, they're dropping out. So,
My
this
bloodline
is
does
my
not my
generation.
bloodline does not linger. We don't have long enduring illnesses. When we die, we die.
But what I'm saying is each person is an individual. So if like GT, he's a young man, but he does need to go and have himself checked out. I'm just saying this is just my recommendation. If he goes and they say, "Hey, we did your blood work and come in and let's talk about it," when they go
And
to sit down and talk about it, then that's when he asks the questions that you're
and
talking
I
about.
I agree with what you're saying, but the caveat that I give to that is, even if you go and you get the blood work done and they tell you that you're high, low, normal, whatever it is, the tests that they were doing, the tests were developed using people that don't look like you.
Well, he can ask all those questions when he get there.
I'm
After
telling you
prevention
that
is
they
working
are.
time,
That
and
they are.
after
If that's what the tests are based on. So how can that be the answer for you?
Well, he has to ask that question. That's for him to ask, but he needs to go. And I'm just saying, I would like to see him go if he hasn't been in a while. But an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Go and make sure there isn't anything going wrong. You can't sit at home and say, "I ain't gonna go because the test is not for me," because the people who took the test
But
and
you
they ran the
can. That's the thing,
gonna
though. But that's
look
the
like you.
thing. And I'll stand by this. I stand by it. That's the thing. You can. You can make that decision for yourself.
But you
You
have to
can
do
make
it
that decision
responsible to
for
do it.
yourself that I'm not going to go because I'm not. Okay, I promise you right now, I'm not going to an orthopedic surgery because I'm not having orthopedic surgery. Period. Point blank.
Well, every time you go to an orthopedic surgeon and I go, that's my choice to have the surgery or not. I turn it down, but I still go. I still
I'm
go to
not
physical
going. Why am I
therapy.
going to go and pay them money when I'm not going to have the surgery?
Well, every time you go, they're not there to give you surgery. Sometimes they're there to say, "This is what's wrong. We can fix it with physical therapy." If you know you're hurting and sitting around is not helping you, then you will seek help and get
Somebody
what you
Google
want help.
orthopedic surgery. I don't know which one that is.
Huh?
The bone doctors, the
Like if
ones
you
who
have
take,
back
the ones
trouble,
who
knee
have the
trouble,
saws, who cut your bones and replace it with titanium.
I have been going to an orthopedic surgeon since I was a flight attendant because of injuries that I incurred as a flight attendant. Ain't nobody put no saw on me. So I'm telling you as a living witness, that is not true. It depends on the individual. If you have a situation where you say, yeah, I'm gonna let you saw me, because they're gonna ask you, they're gonna tell you, this is what we suggest. They can't make you do anything. And
Right.
if you say
But
no,
I
then
still stand by though,
they would say,
Miss
here's
Georgia
the
Peach.
alternative. There's
I
always
still stand by it though. As an individual, I have the right to say I'm not going to go to an orthopedic surgery because I'm not
you
going to do
have that
anything
right.
that the orthopedic
That's
surgery is going to say.
you. That's you.
That's as an individual, and as an individual, GT Junior can sit there in his house and say I'm not going to the doctor because I'm not going to listen to nothing they say anyway.
And he can chew the meat and spit out the bone. He can chew the meat and spit out the bone. That's what the
Right.
old folks say.
That's his
Tell me
choice
what you
to
need.
do. But
Mhm.
if
Say it
you do
again. I want to hear it again. I ain't heard that in a long time, Miguel.
Chew the meat and
do
spit
meat,
out the
it's
bone.
out the
And that's
bone.
what you're saying. In any situation
So
in life.
let me say this one thing.
Mhm.
I am not a medical doctor. I am not giving out any medical advice. Please do your research and seek professional help.
Oh man, Mike was supposed to put that in there. Did he put it in there already?
He's probably tending to his wife, huh?
Mike usually puts that in there for me. Mike said research Graham and Kellogg. Both were insane. Yeah, Graham from Graham crackers and Kellogg from Kellogg cereal. Yeah. That's a whole nother.
Everybody has to make their own mind up for their own selves.
Thank you,
I
Mike.
agree. I
Yes.
agree. I agree. 100%. I
You
agree.
slow, Mike.
Mike usually
Things
puts it in
going
there for me, and
on.
I'm way up. Do your research. Yeah, that's another
That's
thing
what
too.
you say.
You can now order your own lab work. They finally allowed you to do that.
It's a lot you can do on your own, but do something. Don't sit around and don't do nothing.
Our ancestors
We ain't
didn't
no
eat
spring
junk food.
chicken.
What you say, Verdi? Our ancestors didn't eat junk, which was one of the major problems today. Doctors aren't taught to cure diseases, but are a band-aid to keep us coming back for more meds.
Us being in the sun, did that have any contributing factors to us having better health?
Being in the sun,
for entertainment purposes only.
Yes
I
and no.
think so. I think all that hard labor really extended their life and kept them healthy. And they did a lot of herbal medicine because they didn't have the money for modern medicine or whatever, you know. So I definitely do believe being out there
Thank
really
you,
helped
Mike. This is the point I was saying. Most drug trials exclude women.
Oh.
And it's not just the drug trials that exclude women. If you look at, and that's the thing about looking up research. If you want to look at medical research, you can go and you can look at the research and you can read it. Look at the sample. Look at the population that they're studying. Look at who they are studying, and you will see who is included and who is excluded. And then you wonder why they have those results. If you do a study and you only include athletes, how is that going to be your baseline normal? It can't be, because they're athletes. So that can't be your baseline normal. But it's like when they came out with BMI. When they came out with BMI, people were complaining about this can't be right because the elite athletes are all have high BMIs.
Let me ask a question. I'm looking
Have you
at
ever
something
heard
on
of
the chat here.
Hypnolax?
Are we giving out? We're not giving out medical advice. I didn't give out any medical advice. Make sure that everybody understands that. I was just saying, GT made a statement about he probably need to go to the doctor, and he hasn't been. I agreed with him that he should go because that's just my opinion. I'm not giving out any medical advice to anyone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not giving out medical advice either. And what I choose to do and what you choose to do, that's your choice.
So hey D Mood, how you doing?
Mona, you tired? You look tired, honey.
Mona has left the building.
I'll ask if she okay.
I'm all right.
You all right?
Yeah,
This
okay.
content is not intended to be a substitute for medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Exactly that. All
But
the
we're not
disclaimers
doing
are
that though. We're not
all the
saying
no. We have to put those disclaimers in the chat
okay.
for you to say that this
Yeah,
is not medical advice. I'm not a doctor.
absolutely.
I haven't played one on television. I didn't stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night either.
Same people have to do that about financial advice too. It's yeah. You have to
Yeah,
put
you
those
have to put it
disclaimers
in
out there.
there to say,
Yeah.
do your own research, find out for yourself. But there is information out there. If you want to find it, there's information out there.
It's
Um,
like with gardening. There's so many different ways to garden, and so many different ways that we grow things. And so, the disclaimers are real. Yes, we all have our personal preferences into how we do things. Personal preferences as to how we handle our health, handle our wealth.
Absolutely.
It's just so this world is so versatile, and so to each his own. You can hear and listen to the things that people are saying, and like I say, you chew the meat, just take the bone, spit out the bone. You take from it what suits you,
Right.
what suits you.
Or
You
you
know,
can chew the bone if you're one of those people who like to eat bones, but take what you need.
it still ends up being the same
Take
thing.
what you need. Yup, for sure.
Take what you need.
Yeah.
Take what you need from the conversation, and build from that. And
I
that's all
just
it is.
no, I be wanting to know because I'm overweight. I'm 70 pounds overweight, and I feel good for the most part. I'm still able to. I'm definitely not in the same shape I was 10 years ago, but I still feel good. I have little hiccups here and there with, I've been down too quick and I'm like, oh Lord, let me sit my tail down real quick.
Yep, yep,
So,
yep,
besides little stuff like that, I'm pretty Gucci, but
yep.
Well, when you
I be
get to be my
wondering.
age, GT Junior, ask yourself if you were in the same shape you were in 10 years ago.
I know, but I don't want to
You
be this
might be
big.
surprised. You might be surprised. I might be in better shape than I was 10 years ago.
Well, I ain't gonna tell that lie. I know I ain't. So
I can't tell that lie either. I know I ain't.
just
I
be
Well,
know
real
10,
I
over here.
10 years ago, I was 70 pounds heavier.
Well,
So,
I need to get this weight off me.
And
so
do
there's
what
that
makes you
part.
feel good.
guarantee
Because
Now what?
start with
yeah.
your sugar intake. I guarantee if you cut out the things that have a lot of sugar in it, you will see the weight come off.
He
But
not
little
gonna
Debbie gonna put me in
He's not
give me
gonna
the
give up his
DTs.
cereal.
When
You don't know who you talking to. GT
I
not
do
giving up
have
his
the
fruity
wellness
pebbles.
consultation,
He
and
not
one of the
giving up his
biggest.
Hmm?
fruity pebbles.
Oh, he not giving up what?
His fruity pebbles.
That's the best cereal in the world, though. All the bad stuff in it, best cereal in the world.
When I do
But
consultations, the first thing I tell people is you have to give up the sugar. It is the sugar is the number one thing that is going to be the hardest because you don't realize how much it is in everything.
Sugar is everywhere. It's in everything except meat. But it's funny because they even put it in your meat. If you
Hmm.
buy packaged meat, you can't hardly buy bacon that doesn't have sugar in it or sausage that doesn't have sugar in it. You can't hardly buy
I hear
any
you,
kind of
Duval. I hear
packaged
you.
or cured meat that doesn't have sugar in it.
Oh,
Duval, I read what Duval said, and
who
I
has an
agree with
issue
her.
with
But
turmeric, Serena?
hmm, when I go to
Turmeric
the doctor, I take control over the situation. I don't go in there and let the doctor tell me what. I tell the doctor what. When the doctor try to give me stuff, we go down the list. We go into extreme detail about what that medicine is for. I don't go in there
all
looking for
right,
the doctor
Duval.
to tell me what to do and how to do it.
Yeah.
People got to stop worshiping these doctors and looking at them like Jesus don't need no disciples because they're not. You take control because you the boss. You pay the bills. Without you, they don't
Oh,
have no money.
um, 13 guys running around in the desert hanging out with each other. Mm. GT Junior. Verdi said it's okay to eat Fruity Pebbles as long as you don't eat the whole box. Stop at half. Stop
In
at half.
one sitting or in one day?
Stop it. Stop at half. Why you laughing, Miss? Why you laughing, Miss Fisher? Teen
Because I'm
guys
being funny.
together, running around the desert together.
Oh, Lord.
Just saying.
I'm
I'm
done
just
with
saying.
That's my mama saying Jesus don't. People act like Jesus don't need no disciples. I'm just
Jesus
saying,
don't need no disciples.
that's what they act like. You know.
He said in one sitting, GT Junior. In one sitting. Don't eat the whole box in one sitting. You can have the whole box in one day if you want to, just not in one sitting. But if you eat the whole box in one day, you don't get another box for the next week.
Ooh, I'm glad she didn't say the next month. You weren't gonna make that one.
He's sitting there thinking about it now.
I know. I shouldn't have mentioned him because now he wants some.
You're looking for the box now.
He bought
And
them up.
look, GT Junior is so funny because I love Fruity Pebbles. That's one of the cereals that I really like to eat is Fruity Pebbles. But I haven't had any in over a year. You hear me? In over a year. That's something
Now
that
she
I
gonna
have.
get some too.
I'm like, mm. And it's funny too when you talk about cutting out the sugar. It's hard. It's absolutely hard,
It is.
and
People don't
and
realize it.
it's really hard because it's they sneak it in your food in so many ways, and I shouldn't say they, but yeah, they sneak it in your food in so many ways, and excuse me, even infant formulas
Yep.
are are mostly sugar.
Laden with sugar.
They're mostly sugar, and the thing of it is the kids don't need it, and they would do so much better without it. And if we could just get them off, if we could not ever get them get them, if we could never get them on the sugar in the first place, their lives would be so much better in the long run because
Yeah, we gotta look at ourselves. How much sugar we intake. The children just follow what we do.
well, they do if that's what you do, but I mean, it's how do you turn it around? How do you turn? That's my question is how do you turn it around?
A little bit at a
One
time.
day at a time.
A little bit at a
And
time.
like I sit down and go through a whole plan, a 90-day plan with my clients. We start with a 30-day plan and then we work our way through that 90-day because it does take time. Because most people don't realize how much sugar is in their food. But it's not just in food, it's in medication, it's in everything, drinks. It's in everything. Those gummies that we take as vitamins. That's sugar.
I don't take any gummy vitamins
The children's
because it's
vitamins.
just sugar. Because it's just sugar, and
But
that's the
it's
one thing that my kids never did either. I never gave my kids gummy vitamins. I didn't give my kids vitamins. I probably should have given them vitamins, but I didn't give my kids vitamins. I didn't give them sweets. We had sweets. Only sweets we had were fruits. They were allowed sweets, but they were allowed fruits. I mean, on occasion. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they didn't have treats on occasion, but it wasn't an everyday thing. Processed food was not an everyday thing in our house. I got up in the morning and I cooked them breakfast. What they had at school, they had at school. What they had, for snacks and stuff. But that was just not an everyday thing. And you have to teach early and often. That's what we say, early and often. You teach early and often.
hmm Yep.
Okay. Good night, Duval. Have a good evening. Have a good week.
Serena, what is the turmeric paste for? You're saying mention something about turmeric paste. What is
Good
the
night,
turmeric?
Duval.
Good
Oh,
night, Duval.
I think you just use it to make the golden milk.
To make the who?
The golden milk,
What's
golden
that?
tea, turmeric
Oh,
tea,
oh,
golden
okay.
tea.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Serena, tell us about the turmeric paste. She said something earlier about the turmeric. I forgot.
Yeah.
Turmeric. Okay, there you go. It continue. Turmeric is interesting too. There's a lot of plant medicines um, that have what is I don't they have pros and cons. They have balancing properties, and so like I say, GT gets me likes to laugh at me because I say it all the time. The dose makes the poison. Um, you don't want to go overboard. Just because
Hey,
something is
D
good,
move.
just because something is good for you doesn't mean you eat more of it. you know,
Right.
Hmm.
because
Everything in moderation.
a little bit might be good for you, and a lot of it might be
Bad for you.
really
It
bad
can
for
kill
you.
you.
Yeah. Hey, Dimu. Serena, it's because you're not a moderator, and Jane Doe is a moderator. So Jane Doe can drop links. Um, she can drop links that you can click on, but only moderators can drop clickable links.
Mhm.
So yeah. How did we get to talking about food and medicine?
Y'all always talking about
You
food.
over there eating them eggs?
I finished them
Talking about
finally.
jelly
And
and
Mike talking about he
eggs.
had
Got
18
me wanting some
eggs.
grape jelly toast
I did finish them. Yeah.
this time of night.
I didn't have any grape jelly toast to go with my eggs. I just had eggs and bacon,
But
and
we
my
talked
bacon doesn't
about
have
it.
any sugar in it. So,
You got us talking about it. You when you come to
Actually, it
Georgia,
started
bring
with
me some
little
eggs.
Lego over there eating 18 eggs.
I know.
actually, little Lego only ate 9 eggs. He cooked 18 for 2 people.
Oh.
9 is still a lot, but not if you're on a carnivore diet. It really is not. If you're on a carnivore diet, 9 eggs is not a lot.
It's not.
Three
One
times
egg
a
a
day.
day is
It's
a
a
lot.
lot
Okay.
to me.
We
It's not
always
that.
get on food.
Yeah, we
Always.
do. Yeah, we do. I
We like to eat.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So is it true that some channels won't let you eat on their channel?
Yes.
I mean, for real, what they do? They
For real,
block
for
you or
real.
something?
They
Well,
said that's
I
not a
mean,
mukbang channel.
Look, do you have to raise your hand to go to the bathroom?
no,
Well, if that's the case,
they'll go.
that's where I went. If you wanna know.
Did I not say that again?
I know I did it to you. That's what they do. They off the stage. They'll take you off the stage
You
just
know,
like that.
Alabama is right over there. I can see you right now.
They take you off the stage and put you back up.
Really? That's crazy though.
Like, what happened?
Well,
Why
it is.
fade the
It,
black?
it is. That's what some people do.
They
They
just want to
actually do that. That's so
have
rude.
control, you know.
I mean, it's their channel. They can do what they want. Bella, you okay?
True.
I don't doubt that, but I mean that's crazy though. This is just
What's she
YouTube.
choking on?
She not choking. She was asleep and she woke up and startled herself.
Oh,
She's okay.
okay.
She okay. She okay.
Okay.
She does that sometimes. She wakes up. She be dreaming and running in her dreams and stuff. And she'll wake up and she'll startle herself, and it takes a minute for her to get herself back together. She done rolled over. She'd be back sleeping in a minute or so.
Jessica, they have someone going for a snack. Uh-oh.
We always get on food. I love food. Y'all know I do. I love food. I love to cook. I love to eat. And I have to moderate. And I'm not very good at moderation. That's the problem. I'm not good at moderation. Um, the thing that helps me to stay on track is to
Jane, don't say you got everybody going for a snack.
right. I have to do what I have to do to stay on track. Um, and the better when I don't eat well, I don't feel well. That's the fact. That's just a fact for me. When I don't
Yeah.
eat well, I don't feel well. If I eat the wrong things, I have pain. I have pain, I have inflammation, and I'm grumpy and I'm mean and all of those things. Well, I'm grumpy and I'm mean on a regular basis anyway.
I was
So
going to say.
no, you were not. You know what? I'm not playing with you no more. I'm just not.
See, we started out. You was being mean to me. See, now look. She ain't sent me the link and then didn't even tell me what she had done. Just left me hanging and looking all goofy and stuff. Being mean. Just because she want to be mean.
Who's Nutty Buddy?
Mm. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I might make that T-shirt, but I might not make it for you because you said I was mean. You said I was
now
mean.
y'all see it. You see
You
it.
said I was mean, so I gotta live up.
Right.
Gotta
What
live
you
up to
doing,
my.
Georgia Peanut?
Gotta live up to my reputation.
What you say, baby? What you
So
say?
you dropping seeds?
Oh, yes, ma'am. And see, this
know she
somebody has
is.
said something about you're not supposed to drop seeds unless you put them in the ground. See, I have these bags of seeds. I'm getting ready to do some more beans. My beans are coming up, so it's time to drop some more. But what I do
That's
is make sure they're valuable. I'm not putting this in no soil, and the beans don't come up. I put them in here, and about a couple of 2 or 3 days, I'll know if they're good or not because they'll, germinate in this bag. That's
Right.
how I do. That's how I do. Like I said, so many ways to skin a cat.
Right.
So,
we don't skin cats on this channel. Just a disclaimer. There was no cat skinning involved in the live stream tonight. I'm just saying. You know what's funny? We say a lot of things. We say a lot of things, and we don't realize.
I got a lot of old sayings in me that just come out because I've been around older people all my life that say stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't understand. But yeah, it's just more than one way of doing things. That's what that saying means. So
I was at work, and this lady said this thing. She said more money. She said that he's got enough more money to burn a wet mule. And my coworker said, "Why would you want to do that?" And I was like, "Nobody would do that." And she was like, "Well, why would you say it if nobody would do?" Anyways, yeah.
These are garden beans.
Yeah,
That's all.
I think
They're
you might
bush
need to
beans.
do that.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna just put them here and germinate them inside this bag. And they come up real quick when you do it that way. But if they're not
I
in the
got
wood,
Good night,
birds or
Sandrine.
squirrels that are eating the tops off my beans, the leaves.
the squirrels are.
Something,
Good night.
squirrels, birds, some
Something.
ate the
Why don't
You
whole
you
made
put a
leaf.
some
bird
homemade
netting or deer
marshmallows.
netting over it?
Huh?
How you
Good night,
Bird
say?
netting or
Dreamy.
deer netting over it. Bird netting or deer netting over it, and they can't get
Okay.
protected with
Yeah.
that.
I need to know.
Yeah, because I definitely don't have anything covering that, those
Yeah.
beans.
Oh, I had some.
I
Listen,
only left my pepper plants alone. They're I got peppers. I got peppers. They look good. The tomatoes look good.
Oh my goodness.
My
Jessica,
tomatoes
can you
is
send me some
overgrown, but I don't
marshmallows?
see no tomatoes.
Yeah,
you
I
don't see
got
no tomatoes?
tomatoes.
I
I
think I
got
need to go and
peppers.
prune it.
You know, I did that. I topped them off when I first got them. So now they're all good.
What, your peppers?
Yeah,
I guess I need to go and top mine off now.
but I don't know how far did they get along.
Who mine's like 2 feet tall right now. They still small. It ain't look
Oh,
like it's
okay.
trying to do anything or nothing.
I want homemade marshmallows.
You make him top them off. Then I would top them because it worked for me. Some people are not topping them, so you decide what works for you. I
I
just
don't ever
follow.
have any get big enough to top. That mine just die.
Right.
Oh,
Your peppers
I've
just
only
died.
had one pepper to do real good, and that was that Bueno Mulatas. Oh my God, them things. Oh my word.
Hey,
And
Ann
And they so pretty.
Haynes.
Hey, Ann.
mine's is doing really really good.
Jessica, you gonna send me some
Oh,
marshmallows, please? Thank you.
hey, Ian.
you talking about real marshmallows or you talking about a plant?
She said she made
She
some
makes
marshmallows.
homemade marshmallows.
Like marshmallows, the white kind that you put on like potato souffle and stuff.
Yeah, those, but homemade.
Wow. That's
I,
interesting.
they seem like a lot of work. I'm a lazy cook.
But it comes from the marshmallow plant. I mean, if
I'm
I'm
down.
a lazy cook.
You can make the fudge
Mom, is
marshmallow.
your tomato plant from last year or is it just a recent plant you grew from seed?
Yep, the one I had from last year, I pulled it up and threw it out
So this one that's
because I
not
don't
mine
like
producing.
didn't
it.
survive from last year either.
So the one that you said is not producing any flowers or doesn't have any tomatoes is a new one.
They just now starting to get flowers,
Okay.
but them things is almost taller than me.
Mine are not that big.
Mine is big.
Mine's are
What
huge.
kind of tomato plant is it?
Remember, I had pulled the
Paul
weeds
Robeson.
out. Now that
Oh,
I
the
done
Paul
pulled up
Robeson.
the weeds and everything, is growing like crazy. So that's all right. Give in a couple of days, they gonna get some fertilizer. Yep, sure is.
Well, if it's got flowers, then it'll be, it probably went through a little shock with the heat and night wet weather. But if it has flowers, within 14 days, you should have some fruit on there.
Okay.
And I was told once it starts
Well,
to
I went
flower,
out there today.
to start
Something broke
fertilizing.
it. Broke a piece of it.
Hmm?
One of the
Why
plants.
would you stop fertilizing once they has flowers?
No, you start fertilizing
Oh, you
once it
start
starts to
fertilizing.
flower. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I fertilized last week so that I could start getting some fruit. I got tired of seeing males. I need to see some females out there. And now I got me a squash coming out there. That thing is starting to get big. So I'm gonna fertilize it again and see what it's gonna do.
Hey, Juanita White. She said all my plants, the sun just burned them. Yeah, I'm having that problem.
You need some
Well, not
shade.
really burn. They're not burning them. It's just the
Is
low
she like
humidities
your
and the heat
zone?
is drying them out.
Is she zone 9?
I have no idea.
Oh.
Jessica, yes, Felicia.
What zone are you in, Juanita?
Need your address. You have my email. Hey, you got my address too. So don't be sending her something. Don't send me none.
Why you gotta be that way? Why can't you just why you gotta be that way? That's what I want to know. Why can't you just be happy for me?
I'm happy for you, but I'm on some too.
Can't you be happy for me? Why can't I have something?
Oh,
I can't have nothing. You can't be happy for me having something. I'm just asking.
Ann said she grow almost everything, but for some reason nobody wants to grow for her. She's been
Jessica
trying for 5
makes
years.
chocolate dipped stuff.
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
let's see what's going on with Miss Ann. Miss Ann Hayes. What grow zone are you in, darling? And what have you been trying to grow? We need to figure out why nothing's growing where you are. We're gonna have
And
to
a
help
lot
Got
her
a
of people
out.
fig tree. Nice.
growing this year.
She said she grow almost everything, but for some reason no flowers want to grow for her.
You in Florida, right, Juanita? Right?
Huh? She said, try for 5 years now.
Try
Ask
for
me.
fertilizer. Check her soil. Have your
Right.
soil checked. I was told that's the first thing you check is your soil.
And are you growing? A lot of things matter. Are you growing in the ground? Are you growing in the containers? You growing in raised beds? What's your grow zone? All that matters as to how you can
Hmm.
get something started. We want you to have some food. We want you to grow. So
Hmm.
we need to. You're in grow zone 9B.
No, that
Okay.
was some
That's
Juanita.
Juanita.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's not
Who's it?
Ann.
They came up, they come up, but some after sprouting, they just die. Yeah, I had that issue sometimes
That
too.
sounds like a
That
soil.
means you let your soil dry out and you're not
Yeah.
keeping it moist.
Hmm.
Or you have it too moist.
Try
Either
In
direct.
or.
small containers, try it direct
Good
in
night,
the ground.
Birdie. My grapevine was brutally vandalized by deer and they ate all the grapes and all the leaves. Demu.
Oh,
No.
milk. Milk, 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 milk.
I'll be doing a mass mailing on this Thursday. So I got you. Anybody that I'm sending stuff to, I'll be sending stuff out on this Thursday. Make sure I have your
Good night,
email
Birdie.
mailing address.
Well,
What is the
I'm
milk
not
for?
gonna ask for anything because I've received my stuff. So thank you,
Oh, you
thank
got
you,
some
thank
more
you
stuff
very
coming. You
much.
and Felicia both got something coming.
Oh,
It's for the chocolate, Robin.
On in small containers.
You know something that if you're in small containers, I need to know what you were growing because the container probably, if it gets to a certain point and it stops
it's
growing and
too
dies, that
small.
means your container's too small. So we need to know what you were trying to grow.
What? Demu. Night, Birdie. I'll be calling you in a couple of days.
I fixed my deer problem. No chemicals or anything. I bet you did fix
Nah.
it.
What did you
Oh
do?
no, no! I know you ain't do nothing to him because if you
Pew,
ain't gonna kill, this
pew,
lady didn't even kill an ant. She seen an ant
pew.
carrying another ant, and she picked the ant up and moved it to where it was going.
You kidding? She moved the ant.
No,
She
I
moved
heard her
the
tell the story earlier today.
ant.
How did you fix your deer problem? All kinds of
All kinds of
flowers.
flowers.
Oh, she's trying to grow flowers, not food. Um,
Oh,
Well, Mike just asked a question. Container dry out easy too. Is there mulch on top?
yeah, mulch it.
what did you need me to send you again?
The black the I can't think the fig cutting that you have. The black is it
Yeah, that
blackberry?
can,
Black Mission.
I gotta
No.
water it every day, especially that Dollar Tree one.
It's not the Black Mission. It's
Is it
uh
blackberries? It's a black bears black.
oh.
And you're doing so you're not doing any food. You're growing flowers. They still need like enough room. How many inches long is your pot? How deep is it? You know, all that matters.
I know, Jessica. I was just teasing.
Black bear, yeah,
Should I put
black
mulch?
bear.
Yes. Mulch is good for retaining moisture if you have a problem. Black beer, he said.
Oh, it's black beer. Okay. I don't know why
T-post
I'm talking
and
about black bear.
fishing line. Oh,
Oh, your veggies are doing
okay.
good. That's
Okay.
good. Thank you, D Move. So if your veggies are doing good, that's most important. As far as your flowers are concerned, it may depend on what size container you have them in. And are you feeding them? You got to feed your flowers now. It's like you do your veggies. You have to give them some kind of food,
Yeah.
and they need room to stretch out. The packet should tell you how deep the container should be. Or look it up on the internet. Google it. She said animals can't jump what they can't see, nor raccoons. Okay, she don't block something out.
Right, exactly. She said T-post and fishing line.
Oh, okay. She says she has no bees here, so I'm trying to have flowers to get bees. Maybe I think
Okay.
okay.
My neighbors feed the deer, and I still can keep my garden safe. Okay.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's crazy.
that's hard.
Yeah, that's a problem right there.
Mhm.
We need to take care of those neighbors.
Okay.
Yep. Mike says,
Have a conversation with the neighbors.
"Oh, yeah, you did say that though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting here going, I ain't gonna say that.
Have a conversation with the neighbors. That's all.
Go and take care of them neighbors. Yeah, what you doing feeding them kids? You causing all kinds of problems over here. You need to quit it. Who was that, Mr. Magoo? Okay.
Everybody don't know who Mr. Magoo is.
Maybe
That's the
that's a
Magoo.
good thing. Maybe that's a good. Google it.
I'm gonna say they could Google.
And say
It's
some neighbors
muggy
get
here.
aggressive when you
Mike,
want
I
to
tell
cut
you
them
what,
off.
this week has been really refreshingly low humidity here. It's just, not low, but lower. It's instead of being 90% humidity is 70% or 60%, which is not low, but it's nice. Even though it's hot outside, you walk outside and you go, whoa, it feels nice. It's hot, but it feels nice. It's not take a deep breath and you drown.
Damn, it's 79 degrees outside.
Yeah, our
Wow.
temperature dropped yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, so my mom's what's that montage coming soon?
Montage, yeah.
Is that montage? Did move says my garden. Did I miss something? Did it move? It moved. Where did it go to? I was trying to read what he said, but I guess it's gone.
74 degrees here. Tropical storm watch for parts of Texas.
Wow.
Oh, what? There's a tropical storm development possible off of the southeast coast. Okay. I hadn't heard about that. My local weatherman send me a message and let me know. I'm sure I'll get one tomorrow. Arnold. It's 70 something, 74, I think here. But it's nice. It's really nice out. Um,
And
76%.
I don't know if you see what Mike says that the flowers also need deadheading to keep producing.
Yep, they do. My chrysanthemum out front is beautiful, but I don't deadhead, so I'm lazy. I'm a lazy flower gardener. I just put them in the ground and plant perennials, put them in the ground and let them do what they do. It's going to be 88 by 3 this afternoon, 2 degrees cooler than yesterday. Wow.
I don't have any flowers in my garden. When my plants flower, that's the flowers and the bees come. As a matter of fact, I went out there today to water and to plant, and we talked about all male flowers for the zucchini and squash. Well, guess what? I had several female flowers out there that was producing.
Cool.
They weren't there 2 days ago.
Yeah,
I
Mhm.
mean,
that's
and
nice.
they're getting. I mean, they're about this long. They've been pollinated. I figure the flowers are there to help pollinate the fruit, but the fruit has flowers as well. Now, every now and then I may buy a flower just to put out there, but for the most part, I don't buy flowers to put in my yard.
My flowers are in the front. I have a bunch of a couple of 3 or 4 chrysanthemums in the front little flower box right by my front door. Um, and I also have some bulbs in there. It had hyacinths and crocuses and daffodils and some, what are those things? Irises. But they're all in the front. My garden's in the back. Those are just curb appeal flowers um, for my house. But they're all things that I don't have to do anything to. I don't water them. I don't weed them. I don't do anything to them at all. They're perennials. They come back every year. The irises, I will dig up some and give them away if somebody wants some.
Hi,
That's all.
African Dreamer. Did we speak to you?
Oh, hey, African Dreamer.
Hey, Jay,
Welcome, welcome, welcome in.
how you
My
doing?
is
He said
normally
Team
dry.
Okra.
My house because of
He got that
AC.
okra working out there, y'all.
Yeah, what?
I don't know
He
how.
got burgundy okra.
How are you
I'm
making
hoping
it
I
through this heat, Mike?
I know. So 95 degrees. It was like 93 here, 92.
Mike's
oh, I love
air
a good
conditioner is
rain, Mike.
broken.
I love a good rain. Listen to the rain.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing I did grow this time this year is sunflowers. I have not planted my sunflowers. I don't know what's wrong with me. I like to grow sunflowers. I don't grow them in my garden or near my garden. I just grow them on the side of my house. I should take that back. On the side of my house where I grow my sunflowers, my Jamaican sorrel, onions, and what are those things called? Ground cherries on that side. It's not even part of my garden. It's on the front of my house is where I grow those things at. But I don't have anything over there this year because my Jamaican sorrel didn't come up. There's an onion over there because there's always an onion over there. But the ground cherries did not do anything this year. So there's nothing over there. I haven't done my sunflowers yet.
I did do sunflowers. I had to replant the sorrel. A couple of my chamomile finally came up. It was
I've got
good.
chamomile still producing flowers. I've been collecting them almost every day.
Yeah. I hopefully mine will keep on growing.
What are you doing with your chamomile, Felicia? You taking it and dehydrating it or what?
I let it dry naturally and then I jar it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just take the flowers because I take the flowers off. Usually in the morning when I go out, I'll just take whatever flowers are out there and I put them in my dehydrator. I have a tray dehydrator a box dehydrator with the
Mm-hmm.
slide out trays. And so I will put stuff in there and just let it dry because the box keeps it from getting dusty and anything getting on it, but it's got a flow through and it'll dry naturally in there. Okay, Serena says she just poured the water using 2 tablespoons of black pepper along with water, blah, 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 so by themselves until thick. Creative fan use. Okay, Mike. Okay. Coconut oil, virgin olive oil, pepper mixed together. Night, I suck the air in, and day I reverse to blow it out. I got a basement, so it pulls cooler air from the floor. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I hope you can get that worked out before it gets too hot because this heat is something else. And then she says,
Hey, you
take
mix that oil and water?
the coconut oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's making a paste. It's a thick paste.
But oil and water?
Yep. It depends on the oil that you use and the other dry ingredients that you have in there. If it'll emulsify or not.
I was
But
gonna tell you need an emulsifier because oil and water, no matter what it is not gonna mix.
it depends on the oil. some oils like coconut oil for one can mix if you are mixing it with a powder to make a paste and the water will thin it down. It still will separate,
I was
but
gonna say it's still gonna separate.
right. But when you get ready to use it, you just mix it together. You mix it together and then you take it and then you put it back to wherever you're storing it, and then you just stir it up before you use it. Some oils you can't even stir it up and get it to mix, but coconut oil, because it solidifies the way it solidifies, sometimes you can get it to do.
Or D-Moon.
Another one is
I've been using that for my skincare, but I've never got it to mix without an emulsifier, ever. Whether I use fractionated coconut oil
what
or
else did
regular.
she put in there?
She
She's
just said water,
using olive oil, pepper, paste. Oh, she's mixing it into the paste. So it's going to separate, but she's just going to have to mix it up every time before she uses it.
Mm-hmm. All of those ingredients gonna rise to the top. You're gonna have the oil at the bottom.
Yep.
GT, you're not alone.
Yes, ma'am.
This is my snack.
Oh, Lord. Y'all need to read about Post and Kellogg's and Nestle.
We need to read about everything we get and eat at the store. So
the dark history. Not everything. It's not everything. It's just some things.
I ain't got to read. I can taste it and tell what's in there. I know what's not supposed to be in there, but I'm still gonna eat it.
I'm not.
Thank you, Miss Gail.
It's not even the ingredients that are the problem. It's the people who. Well, anyway, never mind.
Are we doing a 15-minute countdown?
Hey, can I say hey to my?
Somebody said stop that. What you doing, Mona?
That Mona, you trying to kick us out?
No, I'm about to leave y'all here. That's what I'm about to do.
Okay, I'll take that.
There's 4 chats going on. What does he mean by that? You talking about up in here or somewhere else?
4 people connected.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's really 5.
Did I mention I made my
No,
weed?
GT didn't connect.
Because I didn't get a chance to ask FR.
Oh.
It's Mona's.
I told you. Every
You
time
told me.
You see that blue button up
If
there.
you ever see that blue button
Mike,
up there, it's Mona's.
What you make?
I'm on Mona's StreamYard.
Oh.
If it was on my StreamYard, you wouldn't see that blue button because I don't have that capacity. I'm on Mona's. If you see that button, it's on Mona's, and she done told you.
But I thought it was. I thought it was yours, FR. So that's why I was waiting to ask. That's.
But even if she did have a blue button, you are welcome to hit that blue button every time you come up here, so you can get your hours. Thank you.
I just don't believe in that. I believe.
I do.
But that's why people have it.
And you gonna do what big.
But not every.
Okay, GT Junior.
Yes, ma'am.
He be all over. He be in them.
GT Junior. When you go online and you when you go to StreamYard and you create your live stream, it has the thing on it that asks you, allow others to connect to their thing. If you don't want people to use it, you say no. So they don't even get the option. They don't even get the option if you don't want them to use that. But you are right. You are right that it is courteous to ask, is it okay?
Exactly. Yes.
I'm not. You got manners. You were raised.
Yeah.
Don't work too hard now out there.
Mona, did you hear what I said to GT? He was raised.
Oh,
You're not Ann. I
Mike,
have it so
what
you
did
can't
you
see
make?
my mouth. I don't want to
I
get kicked
love
off
the
the panel.
GT, so you know
He was
it's all
raised.
good with me
That's a me and Mona thing.
because he was raised.
Onions,
She has,
roast.
cause she be saying stuff to me, and I say, "Cause I was raised."
Oh my God, Mike,
You
that
need to
sounds
put that
so
on a
freaking
t-shirt.
good.
Because I was raised.
Yeah, that's a good. That's a
I
good one.
caught onions and beans today, and
Ooh.
strawberries.
You
Did
did
you
what?
Did you eat onions?
No, I was reading Mike. He made a meatless Monday. It looks so good, and I had a lot of. I have rosemary that's ready to cut. I did onions. I had plenty of strawberries today.
I should have showed my meatless Monday today.
Good deal. Well, my meatless Monday was not meatless. Y'all know I don't do meatless Monday.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not a meatless person. But
No,
I do only meat days, but I don't do meatless days.
I'm
Okay.
meatless several days a week.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in eating
Yeah,
meat
at least two
on the daily.
days a week.
it
Did I
just
Lamb,
connect myself?
like I cannot.
yes, you
I
did.
cannot have do a wet Wednesday.
Cause I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're up there. Can you
Can
see
I
us at
greet
the
my
top?
people?
Can you see him at the top?
Yep, I see him now.
Yes, you can.
Always.
What's up
It's
with you, y'all? It's GT Junior, and I'm chatting with friends. On my way, I just got off work.
GT Junior, you wait
You
until
should have
5
been here
minutes
I
2
know.
hours
when we
ago.
get ready to shut
Don't
down
come
to
on
connect the
here in no
people.
5
We still
minutes.
do. We
Get
still do it.
good. It's time to go to
And still
bed.
doing the 7-minute
Good.
countdown. Mike, you hear that? Jane Dell, you hear that?
But I wanted to be able to contribute to the live stream before I, jump
You
on
should have
like
did
that.
that 2 hours ago when you
But
came on 2
doesn't
hours
he get all the
ago.
hours?
No, I
I
don't.
don't
No, I
know. I
don't.
don't
No,
know.
no, 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 I don't.
GT,
I
you
looked
be in
at
these
Oh,
the
YouTube streets.
you get it from the time that you come on?
correct. I
Are you
looked at
sure?
mine from yes. I'm almost positive. I'm never 100% no, but I'm almost sure that mine started at 2:20 and y'all started at 3 hours. So I think that it
Oh,
starts when you actually
before
join.
that.
But
Oh.
can I
Okay,
tell
so
you
mine
about my
started
day?
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, how was your day?
What happened?
So I played softball today. Guess who came out to see me?
Ooh,
My
Mike.
daddy came out there.
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah, Daddy-O came out there. Um, Me and one of my individuals went to his church on Saturday. My dad does grill wars for
Mhm.
Father's Day or whatever. So
mhm.
he did. They was talking to my dad, and he was like, "Yeah, your son is okay." I was like, "What?" So my dad. So he asked when. He asked him when was we gonna play softball, and he told him. And my dad called me. He was like, "Where you at, son?" And I wasn't in his truck. This is his truck because my car put me down. And I was like, "No, I'm in the company vehicle." So he came out there. He had his big old camera and stuff, taking pictures and stuff. And of course, I still got ADHD, so I got my music on while I'm out there. I got my little earbuds in, and I know he got something to say. He probably when he see me again. But my first ball, I hit it, but I hit it all the way up. But I hit it so hard, it went up. I'm talking. I stood there instead of running, and the dude didn't catch it. And I just was
Wow.
embarrassed. I was
Oh,
embarrassed. I don't get struck out. I know how to hit. I have good head and eye coordination or whatever it's called or whatever. And then I bobbled the ball when I went to try to help somebody catch it or whatever. And yeah, but then I did do a chop and I got the first base. And then the guy that came after me, he hit it, and I ran it home. And right before I got home, Well, I went to second base. He hit it far enough to where I was looking, and I seen that I can go to third base. And I was like, "Am I still strong enough to go to home plate?" I was like, "Man, let me kick this mug up." I put that mug in third gear. I got about I got about 10 feet away or whatever. I started walking. They said, "GT, run, GT." I said, "I'm fat. I can't." It was so funny. And it was just perfect timing because everybody looked at me and was laughing. It was funny. And the people after we finished, it's like a church league or whatever. So after we finished, every people was like they were saying little comments to me because I'm comical. It's life is too short. If I can make a joke, I'm gonna make a joke. I was a class clown when I was in school. I can be very comical as an adult as well. So it was a pretty good day. And it was like he got some good photos because I actually was ready to play. But yeah, I had a good day. It was my dad hasn't seen me play softball since I used to play with the Dandelions when I played baseball when I was like 14 years old. So that was pretty cool. I appreciate that's a memory I never forget, y'all. That was pretty cool.
That's awesome. Awesome.
That is
Yeah. I plan to do some more planting tonight. I gotta move some stuff out. I had a good day this morning. 8 o'clock in the morning, I was out there cutting grass, y'all.
Ooh,
Mm.
what was the
Yeah,
temp?
like 62, maybe
I'm jealous.
58, something like that. Yeah, we don't play around like that. We got them low temps.
We won't see
Yeah,
that for a while.
it felt good though. And all my neighbors, it was like it was 7:57. I was like, man, is it kind of rude for me to cut the grass before 8 o'clock? I was like, let me find something to do. So I started moving stuff out of the way, putting more gas in the lawnmower, setting up the weed eater and everything. It hit 8:01. I was like, I'm time to cut it. And I had to cut my grass. I
You that
ain't sitting
neighbor.
around here.
You that neighbor. I see.
I work all day. How else am I gonna get it done? If I don't cut it then y'all gonna talk about me because I won't be back home to take care of the grass for what 4 days, five
I don't look
days.
at my neighbor's grass.
Did y'all
Oh,
tell
they be looking.
Bacon hello?
They look at mine. They look at mine. I've been reported several times to the homeowners association for not cutting my grass, and I'm like,
Oh, wow.
Oh, you in a HOA? Oh
yeah,
my
Yep,
goodness.
me
uh-huh.
too.
You saying cuss words? Oh my
I
goodness.
know that's
Wow.
right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Perfection Bacon. I don't know if I spoke to you, but how you doing?
Hey, Perfection Bacon.
Y'all
So
know what
one of the
this
things.
means.
Yeah, but I gotta say something real
Hey,
quick.
diversity love.
Yes, diversity, love. I got one more thing to say though.
Go ahead.
The man. Now I'm trying to think of it. So, oh, look at that. Oh, that one is so cool. But what happened was everybody on my street has a very manicured yard. Like everyone, they're now that's the one. Their yards look good. My yard, when I get a chance, I have to get it done. I don't want nobody to judge me. I already got buckets and planters and raised garden beds everywhere. So I try to, give it a little curb appeal,
I'm
So
surprised nobody has said anything about my containers that I have on the outside of my fence because um it's frowned upon to have things outside of your fence in our neighborhood.
you just a rule breaker, huh? That far.
If they say something about it, I'll put it behind the fence, but until they say something about it, it's gonna stay right where it is because it's convenient.
I can dig it. I can dig it. Yeah, I had a good day though. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Oh, and then I built it's hot in my garage right now. So I had to build something real quick. Yeah. So I'm gonna bring that video out hopefully tonight. but I had to build some because it was hot from my
Exactly.
chickens. And
It's hot in my garage too, and I'm upset about it.
Mona, where my portable air conditioner at?
What you say?
Look, they ain't even paying attention. Where my portable air conditioner at? You supposed to send me the details.
Oh, I was.
Forgot.
I thought they put it up. Okay, I'll send you the information.
Please.
It
Looking
runs
for-
on USB or on battery.
I need one enough for my tables. I'm gonna be busy.
I got it at Aldi.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, I already got some stuff.
They got the stuff. I need to hang it like this. But it's small enough that you can take it with you.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have a mist?
No, hers does. Mona's does, don't it, Mona?
Yeah. No,
Oh, you got another one that has a mister.
no. Sandrine was just showing the one with the mister on it.
Oh, maybe Verdi's got a mister. Verdi has a small one that has a mister. Somebody got a small fan that has a mister on it. Mine does not.
yeah, it's still bright. Last night, y'all, I struggled. Oh man, it seemed like the curtain just couldn't be dark enough. 12 o'clock, it was still kind of light outside.
Wow.
Oh, I struggled last night. I'm sitting up there shaking. My wife kicked me, but I couldn't go to sleep. It was like that light was just that last part of my day.
Oh, that's a good one. So.
Yeah, but I need to research double wall greenhouse. I want to add some air to it. Air insulation between the two.
Yep.
I had the video, but I don't know where it's at. I was doing all kinds of research to find it, but I don't remember where I put it in my playlist. Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna sign off here. GT Junior, you ready to say good night? You got 10 whole
Good
minutes
night,
out.
y'all. Hey, it works when you work it. You know what I mean? Trust the process, y'all.
Good night.
I'll
Takes
see you
patience
guys
to be in the
tonight.
garden.
Good night.
Take care,
Good night,
y'all.
everybody.
Bye.
See y'all next